Welcome to the masterclasses for the property triathlon and swim. It doesn't matter whether you're an amateur, there's lots to learn and prepare for before your first event. And if you're a seasoned professional, well, who better to get some tips from but Helen Jenkins, double world champion.
We'd like to give you some short sessions that you can fit in around a busy work schedule that will hopefully prepare you for the property triathlon. The swim can be the most daunting part of the triathlon. I think it is the most daunting part, even for most professional athletes, especially the swim start. So it's important that you get the practice in for the swim so you feel comfortable that you're able to cover the race distance before the race. It's obviously going to be a bit harder to get open water practice in, so most people will tend to do their training in the pool. So we've got a few pool sessions to get you ready for the triathlon. Basically, you want to be covering the distance that you're swimming in the race, 750 metres, as the main part of the session. To make sure that you know you can cover it, we suggest doing the main set of around 1,000 metres so that you know you're capable of comfortably covering that 750 metre swim. I'd get in the pool, do a little bit of a warm-up so you're ready to start swimming a bit faster. I'd suggest doing something like a sustainable sort of race pace effort. So you might, what you would expect to swim in the pace you're going to swim at in the race, you might do 8 lengths at your race pace, 2 lengths easy, and repeat this 5 times. That's covering the race distance and you're getting used to swimming at the pace you're going to race at. So we've described a session in the pool where you're trying to build up your race pace. So another session to do would be a session which is going to improve your speed. So we'd suggest doing, again, you want to try and have your main set of around 750 to 1,000 metres. Maybe doing a session of 450s where you increase the speed through each 50. So the fourth 50 is as hard as you can go. And I would do that maybe 3 or 4, and as you get a bit fitter, maybe try and do that 5 times through. It's a really good way of, judging your speed, judging your pace. And, you do change pace when you swim because, in a triathlon you all start together, so you do tend to be a bit faster at the start. So getting used to judging your pacing is really important. When you are a new swimmer, or if you're not confident swimming, you can be quite tense when you get in the pool. It's really important to try and keep a relaxed stroke. So relaxed stroke, you just move through the water a lot better, and especially when you're in a new environment. You can be a great swimmer in the pool, but as soon as you go into an open water environment, it's a bit alien and you can get very tense. So just thinking about these drills can really help. We've shown you a few drills. One of them is a finger trail drill, where your fingers drag across the water. This really does help you keep a relaxed arm. We've also shown you a catch-up drill, which is another one just to keep a relaxed stroke, just trying to keep smooth in the water, just trying to, really just sort of feel the water. The third drill is a very important drill because it's all about the most important part of the stroke, which is the catch, which is how you're going to propel yourself forward. So the doggy paddle drill that we're showing you here really emphasises that part of the stroke. So it's really good if you can get a bit of practice. And remember, when you do go into the open water, you might tense up, and just maybe thinking about these drills, but if you have a chance to warm up just before the start of the race, just will help you relax, just slip into your normal swimming rhythm. Open water swimming is quite scary, I think, for most people, even professional athletes. All the athletes that I race with, we still all get nervous for the swim start. So a wetsuit, if you're not used to wearing a wetsuit, make sure you try it on before your race day. Preferably practice in it. If you don't have a chance to go open water, just practice with it in the pool. You might look a bit strange down the local pool in your wetsuit, but it really is worth making sure you get it on properly and just trying to get comfortable in it. It's going to feel alien and restrictive the first few times, but the more you practice, the better it's going to feel. Yeah, when you're putting your wetsuit on, it's important to put some lubrication around, like sort of Body Glide or Vaseline around the points that are going to stick or rub you. So you want to have like Vaseline around your neck, around your wrists, around your ankles. This helps you get the wetsuit on, but importantly, when you're taking it off in transition, it enables you to get the wetsuit off quicker. When you are swimming open water, it's very different from a pool. When you're in a pool, you can see everything around you, you have a bit of space. So when you get in the open water and you start swimming, you need to make sure you're looking where you're going. So I would suggest sighting, which is when you're looking up every sort of 5 to 10 strokes just to check where you are, make sure you're heading for the buoy. I wouldn't blindly just follow the swimmer in front, because quite often I've done that in a race and ended up not quite where I need to be. So it saves time by just checking that you're on the right track. When you're starting in open water, if you're not very confident, it's very important to get in the water before the start. You don't want to get in at the last minute, because if you jump in, it's cold, you'll start hyperventilating and panicking, and believe me, you don't want to start the race when you're doing that. So jump in with 5 to 10 minutes, get used to the colder temperatures, get your head under the water, have a little warm up. Now, if you are nervous, I wouldn't suggest getting in the front with everyone, getting amongst everyone. Like, take yourself to the back, give yourself a little bit of room, and just try and get into your own swim rhythm. But that being said, it is a mass start. It is a likelihood that you are going to get knocked by another swimmer or hit over the head by a straight arm. It just happens in open water. But I just say try and be prepared for this. It's going to happen. Don't panic when it does. Give yourself a few seconds and then just try and get back into your rhythm as quick as possible. When you're coming up to the end of the swim, remember to keep sighting. Make sure that you are going for the exit, not the other ramp. When you're swimming out, make sure you don't stand up too early. When your hand touches the floor on the ramp, that's the best time to stand up. And don't rush it. Take your time, get out the water. You are going to feel a bit jelly-legged, a bit spaced out if you haven't done it before. So just be careful and get out the swim safely.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed the masterclass, and we both look forward to seeing you on the day.